Hey y'all, hey. Welcome to my very first YouTube video. So, a little bit about me is I am an educator, but of course during this quarantine, I have been home, working from home, teaching from home, and I have been able to dabble in my makeup, which is what I really like to do, like makeup and fashion. So, ever since I started doing makeup, I've been doing lives. I've been doing Facebook lives, I've been doing Instagram lives. And so after that, people have been telling me like every day, you need to start a YouTube channel. You need to start a YouTube channel. So today's the day that I decided to start a YouTube channel, Simply Shani. So, and if you don't know me personally, Shani is my nickname that my family call me, but now you guys will be my YouTube family, so I guess you can call me Shani too. So that is why my YouTube name is Simply Shani. So today I'm just gonna do like a simple everyday look, what I normally would do if I'm just gonna go out or have drinks or whatever, and not too much shadow. I actually just started dabbling into using shadows a lot. So I normally would just do like a regular schmegular little shadow here, contour here, little under eye there, you know. So so today I'm just gonna just do a simple look as my first YouTube video. So I guess the YouTubers say like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, Simply Shani. So let's go ahead and get started. So I always do my eyebrows first, so that's what I'm gonna do first. So I use this NYX eyebrow pencil, and I do have microblading already, so that's why I kind of already have like an outline of my my eyebrows already. So I'm gonna go ahead and start there. And so I always start at the bottom of my brows. Always start at the bottom, and I don't take it too far to the front. And then I go to the top. Now, let me pause here and say, I am not a makeup artist. I have just been doing my own makeup since forever. I'm like, if it's a special event or something like that, like I'll go and get my makeup done. However, like if it's just like a night on the town with the girls, or I'm just trying to get cute for work or something like that, I normally just do my own makeup. So I have perfected the things that I things that I like to do on my face. So if you do anything different, that's fine with you. I'm not a makeup artist. I just do things that work for me and what I like. Just putting that out there. And like I said, since my brows are already kind of done, I just have to go over the outline of my eyebrows. But even if I didn't have my eyebrows microbladed, I would still be doing the same thing anyway. So then I just, after I outline them, I fill them in with my pencil. Then I make sure that I don't go too heavy right here, because I'm gonna spoolie it out anyway. So I just don't go too heavy right there. And this brow pencil, for some reason, is a little lighter than what I normally get. I had to order it online. So you know how that goes. But it'll do. I always do my brows first. I know some people do their foundation and all of that, but I find that doing my eyebrows first I'm not as nervous to like mess up or something, because I feel like if I do my foundation first and then I do my eyebrows, I feel like I might mess up my eyebrow, and then I can't fix it the way I need to fix it because my foundation is on, and then I don't want to have to do my foundation routine all over again. So I just start with my eyebrows, and this is what I learned to do first anyway. I perfected my eyebrows before I did anything with foundation or changed up my foundation routine. Okay, so now I just use like a small little angled brush, and I have this Sigma eyeshadow that I just use just to fill in the front parts of my brow where it's not as dark. And then I take it down my brow, basically like setting the pencil. And I don't worry about it looking too dark right here in the front because I'm going to spoolie it out anyway. So it never looks really, it's not going to be that harsh with those harsh lines on there. Alrighty, so now I am going to take my Estee Lauder Double Wear concealer in the shade 4W Medium Deep Warm, and I'm gonna put that under. I'm gonna clean up with that. Just gonna put a little bit on the back of my hand. I zoom out just a little bit. Just cleaning that up underneath my brow, and then I just normally bring this all the way down. So I take it across and then I bring it all the way down. And I like to bring it over here some because I like to meet my two brows just to make sure that they're more so even. I know that our brows are very different. They have their own personalities. So they might not look the same, but you want to get them looking the same as much as you can. I'm gonna do the same thing under the next eye. This is my least favorite brow to do, but it always comes out the best. I don't know why. And so again, see how I connected the two lines right there. It don't worry, it'll blend out once you start putting on your foundation. You will not see it. And again, I'm just going to bring that concealer down because I'm going to end up putting concealer on my eyes anyway. Although this is just like a little simple look, like it's really going to be simple, like one shadow simple. I like to just bring it down. You don't really need too much of it because then I'll just take the rest of it that's on the back of my hand and I'll just put it right here on my eyelid. And don't worry, I'm gonna buff this out. Okay, so now I'm gonna grab my, it's a damp beauty blender, and then I'm going to just dab this concealer. We'll blend it, not dab it. You see how when it's gone now, that middle line is gone. So now you'll have your base for your foundation. And so since I'm not going to do a like dramatic look, I'm just gonna leave this. This is enough concealer for my my eyes right now. I'm just gonna use this pencil just to I'm gonna use this, I'm gonna use this brush just to make it even. Don't worry, I haven't forgot about my eyebrows to spoolie them. So now I'm gonna get like a little spoolie. I have a bunch of these from when I normally wear eyelash extensions, but I don't have them on right now, of course, because of the quarantine. So I'm using the little eyelash brushes that I get for my eyebrows, my eyelashes. So I'm just going to spoolie my eyebrows out. And as you can see, it already starting to lighten up right there in that area. And that's what you want. You don't want the harsh look of your eyebrows. You don't want it to look like this. You kind of want it to look like an ombre effect. So don't forget to do that. Also, if you don't have one of these, your eyebrow pencil should have one on this opposite side right here. And you can use it the same way. I just like to use this one better. And so I just spoolie it until it doesn't look harsh anymore. And then I'll go back in with my same beauty blender I had before. And then also my concealer pencil. And just clean up any areas that got kind of messy from me spooling. Okay. That is my brows. Now, like I said, this is going to be just a simple little eyeshadow look. So I'm not going to use, I'm only going to use one color, which is like a light tan, like a light brown, because it's nothing too spectacular. So I'm going to use these brushes by the Crayon case. It's called a blending brush. Doesn't have a number, but it just says blending brush on it. Looks like this. Okay, so I'm gonna go in. I'm using this Juvia's Place palette, and I'm just gonna use this light brown right here. Just gonna use this light brown. because all I'm gonna do is just put that over my lid. I'm not gonna do anything, no cut crease, no anything. It's just to give it a little color. My eyelids a little color. I'm just gonna put that all over. And it's just to give my eyes a little color. This is just a quick little, hopefully we can get this done in 30 minutes. Then it will be a 30-minute look. I'll take it all the way up just so that it gives me just a little bit of color all the way to my brow bone. Sorry guys, I seen something. Just giving me a little color on my lids, and that's it. That's all I'm gonna do. That simple. I am then going to take my highlighter. This is the highlighter that I put on my cheekbones. I'm going to take that same pencil that the same brush that I had, and just dab a little bit of highlighter on there. And I'm just gonna put it underneath my brow bone, just to give it a little highlight. Nothing too dramatic. Do the same on the other side. Still gonna blend that in because you don't really want to tell where the highlighter starts and the other and the brown shade ends. You kind of always want to make sure that it's blended. So you have a good little highlight on your brow bone. It's a very natural look, very natural. So I'm done with that. So that is my eyebrow routine. Now I'm going to go in with my skin routine, which is adding my foundation. So I'm just using this hydrating moisturizer to moisturize my skin. I have very oily skin, so I have to make sure that I use things that don't have, it's not an oil base, because I already produce a lot of oil. And so I just don't want to add on to the already grease factory that I produce. Now, if you're dry, then you can use anything with oil in it, the oil base or whatever. But for me, I just choose to use a moisturizer that's not oily. So now I'm gonna go in with my translucent powder. So after I put my moisturizer on, then I'm gonna get my translucent powder. And I'm just gonna get a brush, any kind of brush, and I'm just gonna dab this over my face. Not too much, but just. Make sure that's in nice. Rub all of that translucent powder in so you can't even see that I have it on anymore because I rubbed it in so well. Okay. Now I'm going to take my setting spray. I use the NYX setting spray and I'm just going to spray it all over. Oh, it feels so good. Whew. And so you're gonna let that dry before I put my primer on. Okay, so now I'm gonna use my Becca primer and I'm just gonna put this on. I'm gonna pat this into my T-zone because that's where I get really oily. So like my nose, right here on my forehead, on my cheeks, and on my chin. So I'm gonna pat that on. I'm not gonna rub it, I'm gonna just pat it in. A little bit more for my cheeks. I'll pat that on my nose. Y'all, please excuse my nails. It's quarantine. And I've been doing my nails myself. Today is nail day, so. But I wanted to get this video out for you guys. I've been getting so much support. So I just felt like God was telling me to do it, sis. Everybody's telling you to do it. You need to do it. So now that my primer is in, I patted it all in. Try not to, one time I used a lot of this. Like I put it all over my face and I was so white afterwards that my foundation was really white. So I try now just to use just a little bit, and I've had this for a long time and it's nowhere near empty. So you don't have to use that much. So now I'm gonna go in with my foundation, my Estee Lauder Double Wear foundation. And I'm just going to, my pump broke. So I'm going to dump about a dime size of foundation on my hand, on the back of my hand. And then I have this Vanity Throne angled makeup brush that I'm gonna use. So I'm gonna just get like maybe half of that I have on my hand. I'm only gonna probably get like half of it, and then I'm gonna start down on the base of my face, and then I'm gonna work my way up. Because I normally don't need a lot of foundation on my forehead. It's mostly covers just on my cheeks. And then again, I'm patting this in a patting motion, not a swiping motion, because then you'll get streaks. Now you can tell like I don't really have too much on my hand anymore, and that's fine. I'm just gonna get the last little bit that I do have on my hand and do my forehead, because again, I never really need too much coverage on my forehead. I'm only gonna swipe right here along my brows because I don't do the cleanup process that some people do, that well, most makeup artists do, because I always feel like I'm gonna mess my brow up, so I don't ever clean up right there. I always just use my foundation. So my brow. And even if you mess up, you can always, you know, fix it a little. Can always be fixed. Okay. All right, so now I'm gonna take my beauty blender, and even though I did go in already with this, with my brush, I am going to, and you can see it's already flawless. I'm just gonna I'm just gonna pat it in with my beauty blender. I used to use my beauty blender all the time. Like, I never use anything else. But when this makeup artist, Vanity Throne, dropped her brushes, I used it, and then I watched her use it live on her Instagram. And then once I realized how to use it, I was like, oh my God, I used it once and I'm like in love with it. So either or, brush or beauty blender. I used to use the beauty blender all the time. Now I use the brush, but as you can see, I still use the beauty blender just to buff it out. Make sure, you know, everything is everything. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with my concealer, same concealer I used under my brows, and I am going to so you don't want to go past your nose with your concealer. This one all messy. Okay, I'm gonna blend that out first, then I'm gonna put my concealer everywhere else, because I don't want it to just sit there. So again, have a damp beauty blender, and you want to blend all of this concealer out. I don't take my concealer past my eyebrow, so I always stop it right here. And I'll bring it down my nose. Don't worry, I'm gonna blend that out. So then you can take your beauty blender and make sure that you don't have any harsh lines and that it's all blended out, because you don't want to tell where your concealer meets your foundation. You want it to all blend nicely. doing the same thing. Let me turn this way. Not to take it past my brow. Sorry if my bracelet is being irritating. It's like you're patting your face off. Okay. So now I've done my under eyes. Now I'm going to add on my chin, a little on my upper lip, down my nose, and on my forehead. And this is very important to blend. And again, I'm just taking the back side of my beauty blender to make sure that it's all blended out. I have a mirror right here, that's why I was looking that way. So like, what is she looking at? Hold on, you guys. I'm gonna take this bracelet off because it's annoying me. So I'm just blending out this concealer on my forehead, being careful with my brows. Okay. Okay. So that part is done. So now I'm going to get my crayon case chalk dust. It's just my setting powder. And I am going to get a dry beauty blender. It's dry. Oh man. Get a dry beauty blender, and I'm going to now set. Hold on, guys. Somebody didn't come out. going to set underneath my eyes. I'm not going to leave it there long either. Everywhere you put that everywhere you put that concealer. Okay. Now I'm going to get Real Technique. This is a powder brush, and I'm just gonna brush it away. Okay. Now that I have that, I'm going to go in now with my crayon case, the notebook, the contour notebook. And as you can tell, I use it all the time. So I'm going to use these two to contour. I also am going to use the crayon case angle brush. I'm going to use the angled side. Something on it. Okay. So basically, I just go in like this with both of them. And then now I'm going to, in circular motions, I'm going to start contouring. Making sure that you're trying to bring that color back into your face, because you all white now. You're looking all chalky. So you're trying to bring that color back into your face. So, sorry guys, this is irking me. This bronzer, this highlight was not sitting well with me. Okay. Sorry. Okay, let me get a little bit more for the other side. Don't forget your forehead, bring it all the way up. And don't forget this, your temple area. And bringing it down like a C. So you're starting here, you're bringing it down. And then I bring mine down. I don't get any more product. I just bring it down with whatever else I have left on my brush. Bring it all the way down. Then I take that lighter shade that I showed you, and then I do my nose. I contour my nose. Same brush. My nose ring is all cloudy now. Okay. Boom. So now I'm gonna take my my blush. I mean, not my blush, Lord, my bronzer by MAC, and I'm just gonna bronze up my skin some more. I don't really use blush, so my bronzer acts as my blush. I do like to bronze a little bit down here. Okay. Just because I'm on, I might do a little bit of, I might put a little bit of this little rosier color, just a dab of it, not too much. I'm not a blush kind of girl. So before I put my bronzer on, I'm going to put on my I'm gonna get my lashes prepared because I want them to kind of be a little bit tacky by the time I get done with my bronzer and stuff. So I am using these lashes. I don't have her name, so I don't know the name of the lashes, but if I once I get, I'll put it in the description box. I'm using this Duo brush on adhesive glue. So I'm just gonna brush it on to the lash, because by the time I finish with my liner and stuff, I want it to kind of be tacky already, so it can stick properly and quicker. I'm gonna set it off to the side. I'm just putting the glue on the actual band. All right, bam, that's done. So I'm setting these off to the side to let them get a little bit tacky. And then I'm gonna go in, I'm not gonna do a wing liner, but I am gonna use a liquid liner for the top of my eyes. Normally I would use a regular pencil, but I have been using the liquid liner lately, and I like the darkness of it. So I'm not gonna take it all the way over. I'm just gonna stop it right here and fill it in. No wing for an everyday look. And with liquid liner, you gotta take your time. Go slow, don't rush. Okay, so you see how I just took it there? I stopped it right there. It's no wing. Because normally, for just like the everyday look, there's no need for a wing. Not being that dramatic. Oh, my eyes always water when I do my liner. Oh, I keep blinking. Okay. That eye's always harder for me to do. Okay, so now my lashes should be a little tacky. And I just had my tweezers. Oh my goodness. Oh, here they go. All right, so I'm gonna take my first lash, and a little hack that I like to do is with my little mirror, I like to look down at it so that I can see exactly where I'm putting my lash if I don't drop it on the floor. No worries, it didn't fall. Whew. These lashes were a little long. I should have cut them some, but they're on. That's one. Now, I'm gonna put the second one on. I always do that. Lashes for me, y'all, I'm still figuring it out. What works best for me, the quickest way to do it. Like this one is giving me a hard time. I think it dried too much. Ooh. Okay, it's on there. Okay, lashes on. Now I am going to take an NYX Jumbo pencil in black. I'm just gonna put that on my waterline. I'm just gonna get a pencil really quickly. A small angle brush. I'm just gonna like, I'm buffering it out. Okay, now the last step is a little bronzer to bronze your face up some. Highlighter from Crayon case, and I just put it on my cheekbones, the top, so when I smile, my little button nose. And then I always do just a little bit over my brows, just to give me a little highlight. Uh-oh, Lord, looking at me. Okay. And now, the last thing that I do is I take, I'm gonna do like a nude lip. So I am going to take a nude, like a nude color pencil. That's not gonna be able to see. You're not gonna be able to see that. I'll just take a brown. I'll just take a brown. And line my lips with the brown. So my lips are lined. And then this is my all-time favorite NYX Athens. A nudie pink kind of sort of color. Then I'm gonna go back in just a little bit with the brown. Okay, now I'm going to spray my setting spray again. Oh, that's the best part. Makes my face feel so much better. Let it dry. And here is the finished look. Finished look. So, thank you for watching my very first YouTube video. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope you got some little nuggets here and there. I will be posting more videos. Probably the next video I post will be a eyeshadow look. So, like, comment, and subscribe, and turn your notification bell on so when I do post a video, my next video, you will get an alert to your phone that I posted a video. So thank you and welcome.